Today we are going to look at the arithmetic sequence. Now the arithmetic sequence that we are looking at, it's not the basic one. We are going to look at when you apply the knowledge of the sequence. So I have an example here that says determine an expression for the nth term of the following sequence if the second term is 1 and the ninth term is negative 34 in an arithmetic sequence. So this is important. It's either they're going to tell you that is a geometric sequence or is an arithmetic sequence. So this one is an arithmetic sequence. Now you need to dig back to the knowledge of arithmetic sequence. We're going to start with term 1. Term 1 is always A. With an arithmetic sequence, we add a common difference. So term 2 is equals to A plus D. D is the common difference. Term 3, it's A plus D plus D. So it's A plus 2D. Do you see the pattern? Now let's say you ask term 10. What is term 10? It's the first term, A, plus 9D. Whatever number you have here, you remember the formula says n minus 1. So it will be 9 times D. So this will be your term 10. This is the knowledge that you use to deal with this kind of a problem. In this question, they say the second term is equals to 1. So you need to write your second term in this format, not T2, in this form. So what is term 2? Term 2 is A plus D. The A will always disappear because all the formulas is A plus something, A plus something, A plus something, D. A. So both of the equations, whatever equations you'll have, you'll always have A plus. But with elimination, if you're using that method, you change the sign of each term in one of the equations. So I will change signs in this one. A will be minus A, 8D will be minus 8D, and then 34 will be plus 34. Then you'll add the terms. Your A and minus A will cancel out. That's why it's easier to use elimination with this method, because A and A, each question will have A, so A will always cancel out. And then D and 8D will be minus 7D. 1 plus 34 will be 35. Then we divide by negative 7 each side. And then D will be equals to negative 5. Right? And then now you're going to use that. Take one of the equations, not both of them. Use one of the equations. I'm going to use the first one because it looks easier for me. This must look like a D. So I'm looking for A now. A plus my D is minus 5. So instead of writing plus D, I'm going to write minus 5 is equals to 1. So it means my A is 6. And I take the 5 to the other side. You remember the question said find the nth term. So you're going to go to your formula sheet and write the formula exactly like they've written in the formula sheet, multiplied by D. And then substitute the values. My A is 6, and then A minus 1. My D is minus 5. It is very important to use a bracket here. If you just write the minus 5, it becomes a term, and then we are not allowed to multiply each one. And it's not a term, it's a factor. Because you see, they are multiplying, so you need to put the bracket in. So I'll have 6 plus n multiplied by negative 5. I'll have a negative 5n. And then negative times negative will be positive. 5 times 1 will be 5. So my nth term will be negative 5n plus 11. Okay, let's look at another example to understand better. Okay, our second example is determine an expression for the nth term of the following if the 6th term is 13 and the 14th term is 33 in a arithmetic sequence. This is important. You need to know whether it's a geometric sequence or an arithmetic sequence, because they said in an arithmetic sequence. So the 6th term, it's A plus 5D is equals to, they say 13. And then the 14th term, it's A plus 13D is equals to 33. So like in the first example, you can use substitution, or you can use elimination. Elimination with this particular question is easier. So you change signs. For the second equation, your A becomes your negative A, your 13D becomes your negative 13D, and the 33 becomes negative. Then subtract. A will cancel minus A, and then 5D minus 13D. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It will be negative 8D is equals to 13 minus 33. It will be minus 20. Then divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. Your D is equals to 4. 4 will go in both of them. You can use your calculator. 4 into 20, 5 times 4 into 8 twice. So that's your D. Now you're going to find your A. You're going to use the one that looks easier to you. You'll get the same answer whichever equation you use. So your A plus 5, but your D, it's 5 over 2 is equals to 13. A plus 5 times 5 will be 25 over 2 is equals to 13. A is equals to minus 25 over 2 plus 13. You don't need to write all these steps. You can just use your calculator. And then your A, let me get my calculator. So your A is 1 over 2, a half. Then your formula Tn is equals to A. Straight from the formula sheet, your A is 1 over 2 plus n minus 1. My D, bracket, don't forget the bracket, 5 over 2. Then you multiply 1 over 2, n times will be plus 5n over 2 minus 5 over 2. That times that you got the 5n over 2. Then 1 times 5 over 2, got the minus 5 over 2. Then these two are like terms. We're going to add them. We get half minus 5 over 2, 2. So my Tn is 5n over 2 minus 2. So this is my general equation. So with these questions, you just need to know the first part. How do you write those two equations? Then write them, subtract them, and then find your A, find your D. Use your formula sheet to find this general equation for arithmetic sequence. Then fit it and find the Tn. Thank you for watching our video. I will find more in our channel.